Hello, today's the 28th of August 2016 and it's time for a little garden update. Spring's coming and everything's starting to look that little bit happier. We've got some chard here which I've planted from the left hand bed, and the potatoes in the back are doing really well. The sage is greening up, and down here we have some thyme that I've planted. I ripped that apart and chucked a few around and they seem to be shooting off, so I'm happy about that. The wine barrel beds are looking great with the marigolds and violas. Yeah, this little bit of heat's really just helped them spread out, and flower have popped out everywhere. The poppy's bringing out a different coloured flower every time one flowers, so that's really good. But I've noticed a possum has been getting in there and eating some of the flowers off these. So that might be a problem for spring. Coming over to the greenhouse, and this has been a wonderful success so far. The temperature is getting up to about 30-35 degrees during some of the sunny days, and around 10 degrees at night. So I'm happy about that, and it's a lot better than having them all trying to sit on windowsills where we don't really get enough light for them. Down below here we've got the mini greenhouses I planted, and I probably shouldn't have put them in there, but I was a bit keen, and two of the peppers have started sprouting, so I'm happy about that. Over to the left bed here, everything's been pulled out, put down 60 litres of compost, and then we replanted the onions, and we've had some volunteers. There's a little volunteer chamomile here, which is pretty good, and to the left there's a couple of lobelias. I did plant some lobelias down the side where the onions are, some little volunteers that were there, but it looks like something's eaten most of them. There's a couple left, but we'll see how they go. The silver beet's just powering along still. We keep taking it, we're using it for salads. My partner makes little soup she takes to work, so she takes a few leaves most days, so we'll definitely be growing that again. Yeah, because even during winter, as I said in the last video, it just looked great. Spring onions are just doing their thing. Garlic's starting to kick on. The stems seem to be starting to swell, and the plants are starting to grow that little bit taller. So fingers crossed for a really good harvest in a couple of months. As you can see here, the stems, they've got just a little bit purple, but yeah, they're fattening up really nicely. So yeah, fingers crossed. 125 bulbs, or actually 123 maybe. I think 2 have slowly died. The parsley bed, some of it's going yellow, but other bits here are going to seed. We've got the seed head there. So the zucchini in the greenhouse is going to get planted in there. So in a couple of weeks, I think I'll pull out some. We'll use it for cooking and stuff, and then chuck the zucchini in. The lemon tree got hacked back. There was a lot of gall wasp on it. So while it was a bit worrying when I started, it looks really good. And chopping it right back is giving a lot more light. The olive trees getting some little flowers on, which is really good, or little buds for flowers. So that's exciting. While we find it a struggle to actually do something with the olives, because it never really works. Can we see them? Can it focus on them? Yeah, there we go. They're all flowers. Maybe if we go a tiny bit higher. Yeah, there we are. So that's all going to flower, and we hopefully will have quite a good harvest this year. We did hack it quite well back last autumn, so who knows. But yeah, just a quick little update just before the start of spring.